All right, all right. Check, check. We are back once again, live from the Love Ship, finishing up those 4 loops we started with the other day. Here is, I actually was doing some work this morning on that third one we were doing in the second live stream yesterday. So yeah, let's take a listen. I'm happy with where it's at. I did do my homework last night and actually was listening to the stream on my computer. And I realized, I was like, dude, I got these drums super hot in the mix. So it's always super smart to go back and to listen to what you're making on different devices, right? That's something I used to do all the time, was just get the computer speaker, listen through, or listen to it just on the phone speaker. And it really will give you a different view of your mix. So if anybody was listening and was like, yo, these drums are hot as fudge right now, you were indeed correct. And we turned them down. Let's just take a listen to this one, and then we will move on and start working on the 4th loop then. Cool. There we had it. Was just doing some minor adjustments there while we were going through just some stuff I heard. It's always interesting when you're live streaming. You kind of hear things a little bit different, especially with the guise of the eye on you, right? You're always like, oh, someone's watching me. The sound's a little different now. Cool. So I already bounced this out. Let's bounce this out again. I really like how this is sounding. Again, there's a lot of space on this one. I think, what did I call this one? In harmonium. This is batch 103 beat 3. And hopefully this will say I replace it. Yep, there you go. Cool. Nice. So we'll let that render. So yeah, I thought that it was a big improvement. Ooh, we got a little blur here. Woo. It was a little of improvement from what I was doing before. Whoa, this is very interesting. My camera's wilding out right now. Maybe it's because I think I have like this area in focus to make it look a little cooler. I was just looking at it like, ugh. But yeah, a big improvement from turning down those drums, and I did end up bringing out those strats more on the right and the left, and having that more balanced with the drums and the bass. Because when I was listening to it last night through my computer speakers, like I previously stated, the drums were super hot, right? And so I just wanted to make sure everything was better balanced, and we could re-export this one before we get started on the fourth one. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. It's supposed to snow quite a bit here tonight, or at least that's what the weatherman's telling me. They have been wrong the past few weeks with snowstorm alerts, but apparently here in Wisconsin we're supposed to get about like 5 to 9 inches, I guess, which would be quite a substantial amount of snow in a short period of time. So we'll see. I know it's supposed to be really warm out tomorrow too, but you know, gotta say I do love winter with white snow, but now that we're in March, you know, and the winter kind of drags itself on, I'm ready for spring. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too, especially us creatives. I know we often fall into we go through cycles of mental spaces, right? And I know oftentimes in the past, especially through long winters, you get you start getting a little cabin fever a little bit. And if you do happen to be in a creative rut, it kind of amplifies the feeling of like, am I gonna make something that is not what I like to call hot trash ever again? And you will. I do believe you will. Sometimes it means you got to take a little break, and sometimes it means you just got to, make a little bit more hot trash before you get to the hot gold. But okay, cool. That was done rendering. That was my rant for the day. I promise not to talk too much more. Let's go back to our batch 3. Let's save this. And yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to do the fourth one today, or at least get it started here. I do have to be somewhere in about like 30 minutes, but definitely wanted to get that live stream and keep the ball rolling. I really like the groove for this, like this beach ball on the computer screen. Man, this thing has been in my life for quite some times now. I know when I was young, we had a iMac at my house, and I'm not exactly sure when the beach ball came around the Macintosh space, but it's been like a good, I want to say it's been a good 2 decades already, and it might have been with us long before that as well. Not to age myself here, but I've definitely been hanging out with the beach ball for at least 2 decades. I know for sure. But here we are. Also, I did went back to the Ableton 9 feel. I was like, yo, this looks like a very distant memory. I remember back in the day, actually in this very room. It's funny we're back here in this studio. I used to have this space back in I want to say it was like 2000, very late 2017, early 2018. When I first started producing, it was actually in this room, and none of this stuff was here. There was just a piano actually back there. That was pretty much it. And I would produce beats off of actually, that speaker on the ground is the speaker I used to listen to loops back in the day. But all right, here we go. I believe this is the 4th loop here. pretty hot to my ears. We'll definitely balance this stuff. But okay, let's save this as beat 4 in our batch 3. I do tend to organize stuff in these ways for some reason. Batch 3. Beat 4. Ooh. For me, a numerical system just feels better to my OCD organizational brain. I don't know why, but here we go. We can go like that. We'll delete that stuff. And we'll go like this and delete all this stuff. And then we'll grab, ooh, my computer is just being a little laggy right now. Maybe if I close OBS so I'm not staring at myself, that might help us out. Let's go like this. We'll grab this, pull it a little forward. Let's see why everything's so hot. That was like coming in really loud, and I don't know why. I don't think, yeah, loopback's not on, so hopefully it's not something to do with the good old interface. Okay, so first things first, let's turn all this stuff down by like, we'll say 5. Let's go like this. Still very loud. Let's do another 5. All right, let's say 2.5 first. Okay. Okay, so, oh man, I can't even remember what I was playing with this. It's this one. I wonder why this is so hot. Let's see. I think that's why. And again, we're just working on arranging too, so maybe we can save that. Let's see if we can get away with, let's try some different forms of arranging here. Ooh, okay, that's why that sounded kind of funny. I'm going to do some surgery before we get too far in here. I'm just going to move this because that is... I dig that. It's a cool vibe. I like the key too. I think that's in D major. It feels warm to me, and I like that. That sounds very nice. It feels nice and warm. All right, and I'm going to be looking for... just that room noise sound. I've been obsessed with it lately. I don't know why. Interesting. You know, this always confuses me. If I'm just looking for room noise, I'm dealing with the new, well, I guess let's see what this is, so I'm not wasting everybody's time here trying to hear some room noise. this little blip here, I might take that out. Cool. I love that drum beat too. You know, I've been kind of going against my own philosophy of, I guess it's never been a philosophy. I think if it sounds dope, that's good enough for me. Let me do this before I join these, just so I have that saved. I'm going to join that like this. And let's see. So I make sure this is the one that's lined up too. I guess we're about to figure it out really quick here, right? All right, let's take the snare hit. And I think what we can get away with for right now too, especially if you want to make this into like an 8-bar section, or how long would this be, a 16-bar section? Let's just get those drums in first with the main chords and the bass, and let's see if it's cool for the bass just to come in by itself too. Cool. Let's hop into some synth action here. I'm hearing like man, I know, hang on a second. I want to search too, because I know I'm hearing this one like synth sample. Hang on a second. I want to search for we're gonna search for synth effects here. Ew, hang on a second. I want to see if I can get this in here. I'm going to slap a tuner on it too, because that's saying it's going to be in C. Ooh, it is. It's very loud. You know, it's one thing really quick too. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it says it's doing the thing. Okay, cool. Let's get this down. If this is C, we're going to transpose it up by whole stuff here. this snare. Ooh, okay. Going way in here. Maybe put a filter on this too. I don't know if I like that right there. Let's see. I think that might be better. Okay, so we'll label that as effects one here. Just trying to get some little transitions worked out here. That's why I'm not saying a lot. That's what I'm up to right now. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yep, this is my classic fave here. This one might do a little bit better here. We'll turn this one way down too. And as a good Samaritan, I'm taking out those lows on the effects. See if I can get okay, let's see what I'm trying to do here. I want to create a little, I want to make sure I'm grabbing. Let's see if I can get away with doing this. Let's see what this sounds like. Might be able to go like this too, just to create a little. Maybe if I double this though too. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything out of that there. Let's see what this is. I think that's okay. Cool, I think we got, so what do we got here? We have a 8-bar little intro thing. Drums come in, so then we got our first 16 bars here. So I'm going to pull these effects up where I usually put them, up there. Let's go like that. I will say I am going to add in a little ride just to break for the guitars to come in, right? So let's go. It's going to be the Ellie trail ride here for sure. Let's see if it comes up right away where I usually view it at. It probably won't. That's what happens when you don't save your samples or have a favorites folder, my friends. Your workflow gets a little slowed down, but hey, that's okay. Sometimes it allows for space. Okay, all right, Ellie. There we go. All right, let's figure out what I was doing on this one. I think we could get away with some warm giant piano up in here for sure. Just to differentiate a little. So I guess I'm hearing that. I do hear that as like a verse personally, but I guess it all depends on whatever artist wants to have on here too in the future. So let's go like this. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Ooh, that is hot, hot, hot. Must be let's play along with it for a second and see if that's actually indeed what we got going on here. I believe it is. I do believe it is. Let's just, ooh, I do not want to do all those though. I just want to one more. Let's just feel it out here. could kind of change it up here too, just to get a, instead of going like, instead of a B sus, we could go A sus too. But then, hang on a second, hang on a second, something. Let's get the, actually, we'll play it with this. I'm going to keep the same, I'm going to keep B sus in there. Cool. Okay, we got that. Just to differentiate sections here. You know, I have been doing a lot of looped chord progressions, which is okay, but sometimes when you mix up the, I was going to say throw up, you throw up the instrumentation, you can get away with that. This is really pretty though. Let's see how it mixes in with everything really quick. Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop this one there. I do have to get going. Yeah, this one's, I really like this middle section right here. That's a very nice balance. And with the piano in there, you can create a whole new space that is very very nice and peaceful to my ears and my heart center here. So cool. Thank you. Another making a loop into a full arrangement. This was part 4. I will be back to finish this one maybe not today. I do have a few lessons to teach this afternoon, but planning on being back tomorrow and over the weekend as well. So cool. Thank you. Live from the Love Ship. Your boy TyLuv, signing off.